Corner.
Yeah. It looks like they're plotting.
I'd have to check the foundation later on. Make sure it hasn't shifted.
We're good? All right, I'd like to welcome everyone to the November 2nd, 2017 meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners. If everyone would please join me in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. I'm Jeff Benton, President of the Board. My left is our Vice President, Gary Merrill. To my right is Farzan Ahmed, our County Administrator. Commissioner Lewis is not with us today, and our clerk today is Sarah Genova. So we can start.
Resolution number 17-1162, in the matter of approving the electronic record of the proceedings from regular meeting held October 30th, 2017.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1162. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We have no public or elected comment this morning. Resolution number 17-1163, in the matter of approving purchase orders, then and now certificates and payments of warrants and batch number C of APR 1101.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1163. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1164, in the matter of approving travel expense requests.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 17-1164. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill? Resolution number 17-1165, in the matter of approving a professional services agreement with Stantec Consulting Services Incorporated to perform services for the Hyatt's Road Sanitary Sewer Pump Station, Forest Main, and Gravity Sewer Project.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote. Good morning. Discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Mike Fromer, sanitary engineer. This project has been long awaited. It will result in sewer service to the Hyatts and 23 corridor area. There's about 1,400 acres in that area that has expressed interest in development if, sewers and other utilities are there. We also have two existing package plants with the mobile home park and the speedway that'll come offline, so there's a really good environmental benefit. So,
I think that's a big plus, those two package plants coming offline, and I think the EPA probably has an interest in that as well, with the one, I'm guessing.
yeah, definitely. When their NPDES permits come up for renewal, they will be required to connect to central sewers. So,
Yeah. How does the service cost compare to what you expected, this contract?
as the contract, the construction improvements are estimated about for like $1.3 million. So, the costs are, I think, in line for, it's about 12-13%, I think. So it's within, usually when things get a little north of 15%, I start to be concerned about the costs.
Okay. What kind of timeline, Mike?
Very fast. The design we're wanting completed by the end of January, and we want to be constructing next year. So.
Okay. How does this impact engineers' work to reroute the intersection there?
We've coordinated with them, and we're planning on getting some connections under Hyatt's before they come in and do that intersection work. So we've been coordinating for them for about a year on this to make, the last thing you want to do is redo road work and then come in with sewer crossings.
Yeah.
So.
It's been a challenge to get that area served because a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good resolution. That is just not a good representation of the corridor entering Delaware City in particular, approaching Delaware City. So I think this will just be great to get this done and get the area improved and offer some development opportunities.
I'm curious, tap fees on the mobile home park, we were talking about that. Is each mobile home would pay the same tap fee that a residential house would pay? Is that?
I'd have to look to see what the equivalent is. I would at least, without looking, say that they're at least similar to like a 2-bedroom apartment or 3-bedroom apartment, which is 0.75 or 1 unit. So I can look and get back to you on that, but.
Okay. Okay. Any other questions? We'll take a vote.
Vote on motion 17-1165. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 17-1166, in the matter of accepting sanitary sewer improvements for Liberty Trace Section 3, Phase A.
So moved.
Second, discussion?
Another phase of the improvements there for Liberty Trace, which is at Liberty Road and Home Road, the Pulte development there. So recommending your approval.
Okay. Vote.
Vote on motion 17-1166. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number
Thanks, Mike.
17-1167, in the matter of approving supplemental appropriation.
So moved.
Second, discussion?
Good morning, Cy Kelly, Assistant County Administrator. This appropriation will get us through the end of the year for court-related costs down at municipal court, and I recommend your approval.
Vote.
Vote on motion 17-1167. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cy.
That brings us to administrative reports.
Morning, Chair. Yesterday, we had our meeting with North-Sea and City of Worthington to discuss a future smart corridor on US 23. I attended by phone because I was trying to take care of some car issues, but Jenna attended in person. We had a very good discussion. What is the goal of getting a group like this together? The ultimate goal is to apply for a grant to actually do a study. So what are we doing here? When Dublin and ODOT and TRC got together, and City of Marysville and Union County got together for the 33 corridor, it started as a conversation about should we do something here, and then they figured out that there was a grant available. It's got a long acronym, no idea what that is, but they applied for a grant and they got that grant, and with that they studied that corridor for an autonomous truck. It's just for a truck. So whereas it's nice to get together with people and talk, there has to be some sort of a goal. And what we talked about at that meeting the other day was the goal for Delaware County, Orange Township, Worthington, OSU, City of Columbus. And I'm doing this because all of this is in line, connection between Delaware and Columbus, and ODOT has to be part of that conversation, would be to ultimately get together and then apply for a grant so that 23 can be studied for a future smart corridor for either people, for either vehicles or for transit. So Jenna, if you'd like to come up, because I thought it would be a good idea for her to be the point person on that conversation moving forward.
Jenna Jackson, Economic Development Coordinator. Yeah, we had it was a broad conversation that we had because it was probably one of the first meetings that they've had on this topic. But yeah, a good conversation of things that could happen along the 23 corridor that this grant could help. The grant, I think, would be done in 2018 and funding in 2019 if we were able to get there.
So August or September is the deadline for applying for that grant. So I guess sometime in early next year, it might be a good idea for maybe Delaware County takes the lead to talk to ODOT and City of Worthington and Columbus to form some sort of a COG so that the COG can apply for a grant. City of Worthington has requested that they wait just a little bit because the city manager needs to discuss it with the council. And after that, they will participate.
Who is the grant with?
USDOT. Okay. It would be with the USDOT.
Are we talking 23 north of 270, or does it go south?
So think about starting right here in Delaware all the way down to downtown Columbus.
Okay, so
it has to be a whole
So
connection.
we think of the corridor, we think part here, I think between 270 north, but you literally the whole, that's a huge area.
The study should be for the whole corridor. Now, the implementation of something like that could be done in 10 phases over the next 30 years. That's a different story. But the same thing is going to happen with 33. They are studying it all the way from Dublin to TRC, way out there in Marysville. But the implementation might take time and might be done in stages.
Good. Yeah, very interesting. Very important corridor.
And you'll keep us advised.
Yes, yes.
That's it? Commissioner Merrill?
I really don't have very much today. You and I both had the privilege of attending the Kroger
grand reopening.
Grand reopening, I guess. I was trying to find the correct, and the ribbon cutting yesterday for that. I was surprised that the cost, the investment, this is kind of the prototype store, a location, I think, one at the Kroger and Lewis Center. It's only been open 9-10 years. I remember when it opened, $3.8 million to remodel that one location. And that's the plan now, to do all those stores of that size. I'm not sure what time frame you may have heard, I don't recall. But that's quite an investment, and I happen to shop there, as Commissioner Benton does, because of our proximity, and we've watched the transition, for lack of a better word, from what it was to what it is, and all the frustrations as a consumer we've had trying to locate food. But it's exciting, new look, and I think it will certainly make that store much more accessible, just because of the way it's now, a lot of walls have been removed, it's much more open, and I was very impressed. And the only other thing I have is I do have Morpsey Executive today at 1:30 and CCAO tomorrow. And other than that, that's all I have.
Yeah, the Kroger, this is supposedly a prototype for a nationwide rollout of this store design, so it'll be interesting to see. Hope it goes well. They're a great community partner. I don't really have anything else other than Monday at 7:45, we have our flag raising. We're not doing a ribbon cutting. So hopefully everyone will...
At the courthouse.
Yes, at the new courthouse.
Don't want people guessing what...
Right. Raising the flag at a location. No, it's obviously just across the street. So that's very exciting. And it's a big day. 2 years, multiple years in the making. And everybody's very excited. So big day Monday. And that's all I got. And we have no need for executive session. So we will adjourn. 13 minutes. We didn't quite make it.
No, we didn't make the record.
Didn't break the record.